try and get lucky. Oh, that's a great shot. That's a fantastic shot. Absolutely nothing wrong with that tip. Should be able to get round the back of the yellow.
Six.
Looks to be able to get back for the blue again.
Seven.
You have to say, Steve, whoever wins this last frame of the evening, Mark's
12.
rescued a difficult night. His mental resilience is extraordinary. He's right up there with the all-time greats, I think, in terms of his mental strength and his determination.
Yeah, he's an absolutely brilliant player.
$13.
General public, he's the most underrated player in the game by the people who don't watch snooker. Like, but I'm not talking about the people in this room. They're aficionados. They know how good he is. But generally, people don't give Mark Selby the credit for how great a player he is. Monster in all departments. John Higgins-esque. And that's high praise indeed.
90.
Especially coming from you.
$20.
And in an event of 17 days, you will have poor sessions. You can't play flawless snooker for 17 days, can you?
Yeah, I think you always have at least one ropey
27.
session here. If you can overcome that, you could go on to win the World Championship. You know. Who's to say at the end of the 2
28.
weeks, this was Mark's bad session and he ends up 5-4 in front? What an achievement that would be.
$35. $36. $43. $44. 51.
Well, there'd be no doubt that Eddie Manning would have believed Mark could rescue this session. The man who first spotted something in the young lad from Leicester. And to think Mark's achieved all that he has in his professional career after the passing of his father makes the achievements all the more remarkable.
$52.
Maybe the odd slow frame where Mark Selby's concerned. He's got the heart of a lion. And he's showing it again right now.
$57. $58.
Getting late on a school night. But plenty have stayed to watch the end of this
63.
session. Aware, as Steve Davis said, that they're watching a man who in decades to come will be regarded as one of the greats. Certainly by those of us within
64.
the sport. And full credit to Ben Wollaston, he's turned this into a cracking night with some great play, Steve. Probably the best we've seen from him all season.
Yeah, he's played his part in tonight. It's been fascinating to watch players here at the Crucible today,
59.
trying to dig their way out of a hole. Luca Brissell was in all sorts
70.
of trouble today. Got back into the match against Ryan Day. I think it's testament to how many of the crowd have stayed that this has been a fascinating session that could have gone either way. Ben could have run away with it at one stage. What a great achievement for Mark Selby
77.
to end the night 5-4 up.
$78.
Lovely snooker. And the only man in history to have a maximum in the world final.
$84.
Bit more of a dilemma now,
85.
isn't it, Rob? Yeah, now the tip's all right, isn't it? Who knows?
What would you do?
I don't know. Don't know. Only he knows how unsatisfied he is with it. But what he's doing now, he'll be exercising a few demons.
92.
A couple of decent screwbacks. Maybe he can live with that tip.
93.
Well, it hasn't stopped him in this frame. Well, at times, he's been all at 6s and 7s tonight, but as only Mark Selby can,
100.
he has the last word and produces a century to wrap up an arduous evening.
101.
I think if I was in his corner now, I'd take the risk of playing with that tip tomorrow. And if he gets through, then change it.
$108.
Long way to go in this match, and I don't think there'll be a fist pump at the end of this, but there'll be a long look up towards Vicky and his friends.
110.
Yet again, showing great character on the most difficult stage of all.
113.
This has been a superb break with which to finish the session. And just reward for the crowd who've stayed late.
117.
Camera crew might even make it for an orange juice before midnight. Vicky's got so much knowledge around the game. She'll be delighted at the way Mark has bounced back.
128.
The great escape tonight from 4-2 down with a chip that was causing him all sorts of problems.